Hello friends, I am Chevy. Welcome to my shed. How was your day today? I hope you're doing well. I hope everything in your world is great. Everything is fabulous. Because it's wonderful. It's wonderful. Here in West Virginia, it is blazing hot, and we're on a dry spell, so grass is dead everywhere. But that's okay. That's okay. Because there's much bigger problems in the world. For one, we have 3 areas of the United States that have been completely destroyed by hurricanes, and that's a big issue. Of course, Texas, Florida, and Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico particularly, is gone, essentially. We have to completely rebuild that place. That's a disaster. And the sick part about it is, this all happened within the last month, essentially. You know, what are we talking about right now? We're talking about people protesting at NFL games. That's what people give a shit about right now. I turn on every single internet video is about what we do at the National Anthem and what Donald Trump has to say about that and where we go from here as a country and divisionisms or divisiveness. And it's just who gives a shit, right? We have millions of United States citizens that are completely without utilities, without homes, without anything, and we're worried about some tweets that Donald Trump sent. That guy's an idiot. He's an imbecile, a moron, an idiot, and what he says literally means nothing. He's just a buffoon. And as a veteran, as a United States veteran, there is a code of conduct that I signed up to when I became a veteran. There is a ethical way to treat national pride through the military. The military teaches you all of that stuff. Teaches you flag etiquette. Teaches you anthem etiquette. All that sort of stuff. Civilians may or may not know that there is it's not necessarily a law, but there is a guideline for proper etiquette during the national anthem. And I'm going to read it to you. We're just going to read it verbatim because it's very, very short. This comes from Title 36, Chapter 3, 301 in particular, the National Anthem of U.S. Code, found on uscode.house.gov. Right, so Title 36, Chapter 3, Section 301 says the National Anthem designation, the composition consisting of the words of music known as the Star-Spangled Banner. So that's what the National Anthem is. If you hear that, this is what you do. Conduct during playing. During a rendition of the National Anthem, 1, when the flag is displayed, individuals in uniform should give the military salute at the first note of the anthem and maintain that position until the last note. Members of the armed forces and veterans who are present but not in uniform may render the military salute in the manner provided for individuals in uniform, and all other persons present should face the flag, stand at attention with their right hand over their heart, and men not in uniform, if applicable, should remove their headdress with their right hand and hold it at the left shoulder, thus the hand being over the heart. When the flag is not displayed, all present should face towards the music and act as the same manner as if the flag were displayed. That's it. That's the law. That law was written, I think, in 1931. I believe. Maybe I'm wrong with that. But it was written a long time ago. And it's been amended a few times to replace some of the language. But essentially, that law has been around for a while. It's not necessarily, again, it's not a law. It's an article, which is kind of like a code of conduct, right? It's like a manual. But here's the thing. So, me, as a veteran, my directive is to stand at attention. If I have a headdress, I take it off and hold it above my left shoulder. Otherwise, I stand at attention. Because it says here, members of the armed forces and veterans who are present but not in uniform may render the military salute in the manner provided for individuals in uniform. In the Marine Corps, we do not salute if we are not wearing a headdress. Period. Other armed services do, and it's weird. This is weird to me because It's not a thing unless I have a cap on or an actual uniform hat on. We also don't do it if we're out of uniform and wearing a baseball cap. You don't salute. That's just weird. So I don't do that. I just stand at attention. But here's the deal. These are just articles. This isn't a law. This isn't something that you could be arrested for. It's just what a good citizen. This is your citizen's handbook, right? Above all of that is the right to protest, is the right to free speech and the right to public display. And as a veteran of the United States military, of the United States Marine Corps, I fully support your right to do that. I fully support your right to protest. Doesn't mean I believe you. It doesn't mean I believe in your particular protest. It doesn't mean I believe in your cause or whatever it is that you're attempting to do, but I fully support your right to do it. I might egregiously, I don't know if that's the correct word, vehemently disagree with you, but that doesn't mean I'm going to obstruct your rights to free speech and display and protest. And that's it. That's the we just move on. Like, what Donald Trump says about it doesn't matter at all. It means nothing. He's a buffoon. Who gives a damn what he thinks? He made himself a public idiot by making himself a public figure and continuing to be an idiot, and players protested against him. End of story. But instead, we're going to spend 48 hours, 72 hours. It could be weeks for all we know, because this is the NFL, and that's basically all that people are going to talk about for the next 4 months. Talking about this. Meanwhile, people are starving and dying on United States territory because they don't have the funds to rebuild their frickin' towns, because they have no access to utilities, food, healthcare, shelter. But we're going to worry about some guys who are going to protest the president. Anyway, that sort of energy that you just saw me display is part of the reason why I'm going to start the second show. I am still working on the second show. As soon as I get kind of some of the over the big stuff out of the way, I'm going to start this thing as like, this is a show, right? Not as this is a guy in his basement with a camera. Let's figure out what happens. I'm going to actually attempt this one as a show. So I've got to get all of the like details figured out first before I turn the camera on. So that's going. It's working. It's in the process. I'm getting a set up and all that sort of stuff. I got to get some logos designed and some intros and outros, and there's a whole bunch of production that goes into making a show. But that energy that I just displayed to you of frustration over this particular subject is part of the reason why I want to start this show. So hopefully that's the kind of thing that people will watch in the future. But if not, I don't care, because we're going to continue to do this because I love you guys. You guys are the reason I'm still on YouTube after 18 months of this. So thank you. Thank you for being here as always. I'm just going to tell you. Somebody suggested a long time ago that I put together an Amazon wish list for people who do not wish to support me via Patreon. By the way, if you're interested in supporting me via Patreon, the link is right here. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate all of you. I have not done anything on Patreon, like at all, for a very long time, and I'm really sorry about that. I'm working that revamp into the new show also, so there'll be some changes there. But if you do want to just throw $1 in the hat for every month, that's great. I really appreciate you. But some people have said, I would love to just get you a gift, but I don't know what to get you. Could you put together an Amazon wish list? I've seen this multiple times, so I did it. I have no idea what to put on there. I've tried to pick small items, some bigger items that I don't expect any of you to purchase me. I figure I'll share this wish list for people for Christmas gifts and stuff. But the link is in the description. If you're interested in checking that out, I'm not going to say no. I just feel really weird saying, hey, you guys should go buy me stuff, because that's not why I do this, right? I do this for this, and that's it. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being my friends. Thank you for being amazing people, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, Doc, wait! I want to ask you something.
Today's random fact comes from emedicinehealth.com. How long does a migraine usually last? Migraines are disabling headaches that most likely stem from problems with the nerves and blood vessels in the head. Migraine headaches typically last from 4 to 72 hours. They may occur as often as several times a week to only once a year. People who have migraines are called migraineurs. Is it like an entrepreneur? That's how it's spelled. 72 hours. I've only ever had a few migraines, and I cannot imagine 72 hours of that.